Hey everyone, it's Michael and
Ruben
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, bringing you the best of Germania, or at least their latest stuff.
They've been kicking goals lately, Michael. We've had some of their UV reactive stuff out of the World Money Fair. We've had the controversial copper bars in the past. So it's we love to see a delivery from them. They are kind of I think quite used to at this point now kind of being the first people to do something. They're not afraid to just go, hey, yeah, let's give this a crack. Maybe not in reference to the copper bars, obviously lots of other people have done that. But yeah, I think they're trying to push the envelope a little bit, and it's good to see in an industry that has such history and kind of tradition behind it. Let's try something new.
But I don't think these are new, are they? I mean, they're new for Germania. Am I right?
Yeah. This is the first time they've done something like this. We are looking at some very fractional pieces, and we see this in the likes of Valcambi with their kind of credit card sheets, and a few others as well. But this is a bit of a different take on it, and again, I quite like that.
It is.
Yeah, I was going to say, always good to check we are actually unboxing the thing we're expecting.
I wasn't quite expecting the presentation like this. So here we go, inside here, trying not to do, they make them, I don't think I'm going to have a choice. We're going to have shop stock here.
Yeah, that's all right.
So inside here.
Sacrifice for the video.
It's a great presentation though. So they wrap them, these are the very standard looking.
Yeah, they kind of put their cast bars in stuff like that typically.
And then inside here, you have a plastic case with 100, as it says on the side, 100 by 1 gram multi-bar. So a great way, I'm going to open one because everyone's going to want one open.
Yeah.
Including you probably for B-roll, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that's the first initial thing that comes up is, are we going to be selling them individually, or are we only going to be selling them as the 100 gram kind of multi-packs?
That is an excellent,
question that we should have known before starting to film. Yeah, that's entirely
Why didn't
fair.
we ask that question before we started the camera?
We will refer to our future selves. Either I'll flash something up in the video or check out the links down below, and that will have either a separate listing for them or just the one for the 100 grams. So we'll answer that in the future. So check down in the description for the links to purchase these.
So trap for young players.
Yep.
Don't open it the box up.
Yeah,
way. Flip it what I would consider to be upside down.
Okay, yeah, I can see how that would cause a bit of a disaster.
I'm trying not to handle them, but I think I'm going to have to end up handling them to try and get this back in the genie back in the bottle. I give up. That took a long time, didn't it? So these are 1 gram minted bars in boxes of 100. You can see there the beautiful little Germania mint production with the 4/9 gold and 1 gram. Blank on the other side.
Ooh.
Which is a little interesting. So
yeah, it's not often pieces get that much real estate left over, and particularly on something this small.
Yeah. So you could buy these and get them engraved.
That's a cool little idea.
So
I like that.
for the 100 grand.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm from the country, you see. So yeah, you could have them engraved. You could do whatever you like with them, but they're a great little way to buy. Again, it always comes back to these multi-packs, whether we're talking Valcambis or, in this case, Germania Mint. It is always cheaper to buy a 100 gram bar than it is to buy 100 1 gram bars, which is what you're doing here. But in this sort of setup, and the same with the Valcambis, it's still cheaper to buy it in this bulk lot of 100 than it is to buy individual 1 grammers, because obviously it's the bulk pricing type of thing. So these are in stock. They're a fascinating production. I think Germania's done a great job. And I think their argument's going to be, I opened it upside down because even though the sticker's on that side, the bars all face out this way.
I think that might, without putting it too much on you, I think that might be user error on that one. And
I'll cop that.
People now have a video explaining what to do. So yeah, we can save hopefully people from making the same mistake.
So they've got the tape around there to seal them, which I had to cut to open. And they've also got the, what do we call this sticker?
Like the holographic sticker on there.
Little holographic sticker on the side. So a fantastic product from Germania, particularly if you know how to open them properly. I think that's a winner, and we've got quite a few of those in stock.
It's also a little bit more compact of a way to store kind of that fractional amount, because if you were to get 1 grammers from Perth or something like that, absolutely fantastic product, but they come in the individual sheets. And obviously, like in the Certi cards, and obviously you can break them out of that.
Yeah, but it's the old problem though. It's only a small amount of gold because it's only 1 gram.
Yeah.
Really easy to lose. That's why they put them in a nice big Certi card, which I love. This way, you've got them in, like if you drop that on the floor, assuming it doesn't split open, if you drop that on the floor, you're not going to lose, like it's not that small that you're going to lose it type of scenario. So, and yes, if people had seen my desk in my office, they'd understand what I'm talking about by that statement.
Now we've also got some added bits on the outside of the packages here, and I threw that into Google Translate earlier, and it was saying something about do not throw. I think with some of these packages, they're used to being the heavy silver variety sometimes, and so you pick some of these up and you go, wow, that's actually quite light.
Yeah. Yeah, particularly around here, you see packages that size and you don't assume they're light.
That's it.
Alrighty, what do we got in this one?
I think something else was also a bit of a restock in this one that I forgot was coming through in here, so we might have some of those products, but let's see what's in here.
How did I end up juggling 2 knives?
It sounds like the start of a juggler's act.
Alrighty, so in here we've got the other, well, I mean, Germania produce a lot of other products that are incredible, but I love these ones. So this is their standard 1 ounce gold bar. It's actually a cast bar, but particularly for people that are used to dealing with the likes of Perth Mint and PAMP, when they see a presentation like this in the Certi card type thing, they're used to those minted bar productions. Germania actually put their cast bars inside this Certi card type of production. So it's a beautiful presentation. It looks great. You've got this bar that's protected. Also got the emblem.
The crest.
Yeah, the crest. That's the word I was looking for. The crest of Germania Mint in the background there. And then over the page, you've got the holographic sticker again. The assayer's signature.
Yep.
So certified by. And then a little bit of detail on the side there. So fantastic production by Germania, but Ruben's right, that is a restock, that one.
And the reason it's getting restocked is because it has been very popular. So good to have those back through.
I'm assuming they're more 1 grammers.
I think those are. I think we're looking at that other bigger, heavy
this
one.
Or this one?
That I think is silver.
This one.
I think is the other one we need to take a look at.
Alrighty.
People will also notice a few extra boxes scattered around. Whilst you're chopping into that, we have the Germania UV torch. Now this is coming at a little bit of a good time, potentially a little bit late, but for a couple of the Germania products that actually require not require, but can have a little bit of UV activation on them. So we've seen recently the World Money Fair Germania. You've had the likes of the runes and things like that, and you have to get a very specific wavelength of torch. Now there are other torches that you can get that will have that wavelength, and I'll flash up the specific nanometer that you need up on screen now.
You mean you don't remember it off the top of your head?
I think it's 95, but I wanted to be confident. And so that's it. If you had one of those products, or you were thinking about getting them, they make a really good Germania branded UV torch, and we will also have those in stock. Not heaps and heaps of them, but a few there. So yeah, we can kind of gauge interest and potentially get a few more as time goes on.
Yeah. They're a good black torch if you're just after a black torch too.
That's it.
Oh, geez, I'm doing it today. I opened that one upside down too.
They got like a micro USB rechargeable thing as well, so you don't even have to faff around with batteries.
Alrighty, so very similar to the 1 ounce gold that we had over here that I opened upside down. We've got the 1 ounce correction, 100 gram, I should say, by 1 gram. 100 by 1 gram. Let me try this in English. And then this one's the silver version of that. If I can get it open.
Exactly the same principles apply of, it's an expensive way to buy 100 grams of silver, but it's a cheap way to buy 1 gram of silver.
Yeah.
Cool to see again in this just slightly unique packaging. Do you think it takes away from the fact that you don't get to break them off yourself like you would in a Valcambi or something?
I'd rather. Have you ever tried to break a Valcambi?
Only once. Takes a little bit of wiggling, doesn't it?
Certainly does. You certainly need those long nose pliers in there to make life a bit easier. So before I crack it open and spill it everywhere, it's a beautiful presentation, a nice little box that fits in your pocket. and you can see the individual grams inside there. Again, sealed with the tape on both sides and the holographic sticker. All right, a little bit of wriggling and jiggling around, and there we go.
Successful open.
And this time the right way up. So, I don't know how to get one of them out though.
That's the kind of thing I can maybe do afterwards as well if you'd like.
We're almost there. We're going to get 2 out instead of 1. All right, so there's the...
I think you might even have 3.
Whoops. You can see the Germania Mint emblem on the front there with 49 silver and 1 gram. And then if we flip it over, you can see it's blank on the other side. All right, so last thing there, as Ruben has already intimated, we have the Germania Mint torch.
Yes. Officially branded, and that's it. Works very well with their UV products, but also for any other UV applications. Just wanted to shine it around
And drop it.
And drop it. But yeah, no, a very cool torch. And we've got the classic, here's one we prepared earlier with that World Money Fair coin that I alluded to before, which was very, very popular and has since sold out, but is a great highlight of just how well the torch works.
It's still a stunning coin. So silver coin, and then when the black light comes over it, you can see the detail and the colouring just really pop.
And I'll also quickly flash up on screen the difference that the specific wavelength can make, because the same coin, just with the different torch, does actually make a difference.
It certainly does. It's very, as you'll see, it's very plain with the wrong spectrum on it. So looks fantastic. Again, a great unboxing from Germania. They are kicking goals as usual. So we've got the 1 gram in the gold available, 1 gram in silver available, and the torch available, and also the 1 ounce in the gold. So if you're after those, head over to bullionnow.com.au. Grab them while you can.
Thank you very much, Michael. We will see you in the next one.
Sounds good. See ya.